Well, hey everybody, today I'm back out in the test garden, and today I've got the Nokta triple score. I got that a couple days ago, been messing around with it, and out in the yard, out at the park, out here in the test garden. It's a lot like the Legend, so I feel like it's just going back to the Legend in a lot of ways, and there's many features that are similar to the Legend, but this is a great deal for $479. You get the two coils, wireless headphones, which I don't have here, and many of the features on the score, the triple score, are right in line with the Legend. So if you've ever run a Legend and going through the menu and stuff, you'll notice a lot of things are the same. But so what I'm going to do is run through the test garden here again with these same things that I've been doing. Penny, which is the hardest, the dime with 3 nails, token with 2 nails, elevated 2 different heights above the token, and then the nickel, which is probably the easiest. But we'll go back and forth between the 9x12 and the 5x10 so that you can see them side by side as to how they unmask in these iron situations, and then we'll throw them under the dirt. And I'll bury those about an inch under the dirt so that you can go back and look at the Manicore and the Deus if you want to see how they compare to each other with the targets buried. So we'll do the token again. That's kind of what I've been doing as far as putting it under the dirt, but I may put them all under the dirt with the triple score and see how that works. So let's get the coils mounted up, and we'll go over each of the tests and show you how it performs, and we'll go over the settings first. Okay, let me go through the settings that I'm going to use on the triple score real quick. So I've found that field seems to be the best on these iron nail tests. M2 also seems to be the best at unmasking from what I'm seeing. And then on our ground balance, we ground balance is 6. Our recovery, we're going to do 3. It's going to be comparable to what we used on the Deus 2 and the Manicore. And then our iron filter, I'm going to run at 0. No, we could probably run that up, but I'm going to run it at 0 because I had basically the Deus 2 opened up, and the Manicore, I could have opened up more with Ferris limits, but I think those stock Ferris limits are pretty good for unmasking in most situations, so I left it there. But that's basically all I'm going to change, other than we're using 2 tones. And so let's go over these targets with the 2 coils, and we'll show you how it works. Start out here with the 9-inch 9x12 coil, and we'll switch and do the 5x10 over each target so you can see a side-by-side comparison between the two. In this unmasking test, we'll start with the nickel first, swinging about an inch above that one nail there. So it can pretty much circle all the way around it. Alright, here's a 5x10 on the nickel. Can pretty much hit that from all angles. And we got the dime next. And there's the 5x10 on the dime. Alright, then the token. So you notice on the ID we're coming in just barely above iron till we get in a particular spot, but kind of the same ID that the Deus 2 has, barely above iron, or like the 789 type thing. Here's the token. And then finally the penny, toughest one. Get a little bit of pop in that right there. Right perpendicular to the nail, we can get it. And here's the hardest one, the penny. I think this coil's doing slightly better. Okay, now I am going to bury the token with the nails, and we'll try to get it about an inch below the ground. So ground level, a little deeper. Alright, that's about right. Put some dirt over that. Okay, so we've got about an inch of ground above it. We'll do the smaller coil first on this ground test. Might be doing slightly worse than when it was out of the ground, but you might have to go back and look at that yourself and see. Alright, now let's go over the buried target with the 9x12 coil. Okay, well there you have it, the Nokta triple score. Pretty impressive for $479. A third of the cost of the Manicore and 2.5 times less than the Deus 2. And you're getting pretty similar performance as far as unmasking, both above ground on these nail tests and in the ground. So fairly impressed with the triple score. Very similar to the Legend in a lot of the ways, but not quite as many features. So if people are looking for something that's a little less intimidating, I guess you could say, this might be the way to go. It does have a lot of the small icons and stuff on it that the Legend had that I don't particularly care for, but once you learn the machine, read the manual a few times, I mean, it becomes second nature scrolling through all that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. GoPro, stop recording.